Hello guys, Sathoran here. This is the Daily Grind, this is DC Legends, and I'm preparing to tackle the last node of the normal side of the Firestorm event, and I've been doing pretty well so far. Well, pretty good so far. Uh, I'm running the exact same composition as the previous video for the legendary side on my main account, and it's working pretty well even though none of them have legendaries, but I managed to rank Star Sapphire to 4 yesterday, so now she applies mends to everybody on the team if they get a buff. So this works with something basic, and if Flash or Deadshot use their self buffs. And so far I haven't had trouble. So let's hope that I'm able to beat this even at 2 stars. Currently I have enough shards for a rank 4 Firestorm for free. So I'm gonna try to also see how far I can go with another one of my newbie accounts. And the procedure is like this: reds on reds, greens on reds, reds on blues, blues on greens. And upgrading Star Sapphire to full gear 7 has been working wonders for me. The basic is insane even at this low gear. Of course, on relatively weak enemies in this event, at least for the normal side, for the non-legendary section of the event. It's pretty cool. Flash takes a lot longer to go crazy on this one because you have to get 3 speed up buffs on him before his passive starts kicking in. And yeah, at this point he is weak. He is just very, very underwhelming on damage when he's low gear and low level and without legendaries. Let me see. Sorry, I have to take care of a message here, but this shouldn't be too difficult. I'm doing well. So now let's heal. And I need... Well, I don't need to waste turns with Flash now, self-buffing. And there you go. That's his passive. When he attacks different targets, that's his passive kicking in. And the legendaries have a self-buff and the whirlwind at random. 25% each. Like, legendary with the passive, he can do this, or he can do this at random. And he can theoretically do that forever. All you need is a couple of lucky random number generator results, and Flash would go on forever doing this. So Flash is on trash detail, and Deadshot is 2. Sapphire... Oh, I misclicked. I misclicked again. Sorry. Sapphire and Swamp Thing are on Firestorm detail. Ouch! So this side of the event, if you have these 4 toons at rank 4 or above, these are level 40. They are full gear 7, and Deadshot has 8 pieces of his gear. So this is completely doable. Yeah, the story, and look, 3 stars. And I had already unlocked Firestorm. The legendary side of the event, I already tried. It's just stupid. It's way too much. Here it is. I should be able. I get the rank. He's not going to go legendary, but he will be rank 4 at least. And knowing this, by the way, I also have my Marvel Junior, his legendary one already, but I'm saving the shards for tomorrow. I will upgrade him tomorrow, and I will bring him to full gear 7 with some pieces of 8. So now I officially have 2 legendary characters, and Hal Jordan is nearing that stage. I only need 42 more shards, and Bane is also on his way to legendary. Of course, he needs a lot more. But for next month, for the Jay Garrick event, I'm going to be using free toons exclusively. Toons that you can farm very easily. And I will use the previous month character. So I will be using Marvel Jr. for that event. And as soon as I get my greedy hands on Jay Garrick, oh, I need one more piece for my legendary. One more gear. Just Brainiac, Deadshot, Star Sapphire. So I'm probably gonna give it to Bane. Yeah, Bane is gonna be the man. And now he is almost ready. And I don't know what the recommended build order is. I hate that name. But if you are working on Bane step by step, yes, he's not as powerful as he was a couple of months ago. But still, if you have a high legendary Bane, he's still very useful. And for example, for next month, he's going to be one of the eligible characters. So it's in your best interest. Oh, I think this thing froze. Alright, it's in your best interest to upgrade Bane. If you are going to upgrade Bane, start with the Venom injection, because that gives a stun immunity and critical immunity, and then you proceed to upgrade your passive number 4, skill number 4, because that's a 25% chance to use Venom Punch if Bane is overhealed at the end of any character's turn. And your third upgrade is going to be Venom Punch. And then your 4 and 5, you choose if you want to use the stunning move, the backbreaker, you choose your cooldown one, or you take the second Venom injection upgrade that grants you strength ups along with the immunities to give Bane a bit more of punch. So that's how you build Bane. 2, 4, 1, and then either 2-3 or 3-2, doesn't matter. You can leave the backbreaker alone and Bane will work, but you need your stun and critical immunity first above everything else. You can take the 4 if you like, but it's not going to work because Bane is going to get stunned and then he's going to get critical by a green. And this way, at least, if he doesn't proc it through his passive, you can manually start a fight with Venom Injection and it's going to be the best move you are going to make. So yeah, I'm gonna take my immunity as soon as I get my Bane shards, which in fact, let's go get some. Let's try to get some more Bane shards. You only have 2 nodes if you're a newbie. You get 1 node on chapter 3 and the first node of chapter 2 is Bane. So you only get this, yeah. Alright. So I have to wait for my energy to regenerate. And there is that. Some people say or complain about the legendary essence. I have very rarely farmed the legendary thing here. Look at my legendary count. 45,000 in 2 months because from starting out to around level 45 on my account, you can actually finish both the 30 heroics and the 50 normal missions every day. In the first couple of weeks or the first 3 weeks, you are going to be finishing the legendary missions every day for the duration. So considering that you get around 2,000 and something, 2,000 and change legendary essence from your legendary missions, let me show you. Because from upgrading gear you get some. You get some. That's 100 from ranking up 1 character. You get 100 legendary essence. Then 12,000 for completing the whole missions, and upgrade gear on a hero, I think it's 300 essence. So you get a lot. So let's say it's 1,500. Let's keep it at 1,500. If you manage to finish this for 3 weeks, that's almost 40,000 legendary essence that you are going to have lying around. So given that you're not going to go legendary 3 or legendary 4 starting out during your first 2 months of gameplay, that legendary essence is going to be stored there until the time comes that you can actually farm the nodes 3 and 4 or something from Lord of the Unliving. And this is enough essence to bring 1 character to legendary 4 and 2 characters to legendary 3. So that would be 3 characters for me legendary. So this is the newbie account. This was me farming for a couple of days the events. I've been meaning to do this. I still have like 2 days, but you only need to get to node 4, boss node 4, and farm every day during the event. That's 80 energy. You can actually afford that after the first day. Finish your 30 heroics, and yes, you will have to spend some gold getting these nodes. But if you want a legendary 2 or if you want a legendary 3 character, you're gonna have to do that. You have to spend some gold when you are starting out. And that's a good investment instead of trying to save for 3 or 4 months and just buying a couple of packs of this, because you're only going to ever get legendary 1 using this. Like for example, Billy Batson, if you wanted to have Shazam, Captain Marvel at legendary 1 and you are starting from 0 because you're a new player that wasn't around for his heroic challenge, then you will have to spend 15,000 gold for 300 hero fragments, and that's just enough for legendary 1 and some spare shards. So it's a waste, a complete waste of the gold that you have saved if you buy shards. You are better off waiting to see in June if it's going to be a Black Adam or a Captain Marvel heroic event, which I'm suspect it's going to be Billy and not Black Adam, because Black Adam has been kept behind heavy paywalls for over 2.5 years. So I sincerely doubt. I will be very, very happy if they do that. But I'm not really hoping for a Black Adam heroic challenge, even if he is the rework, and even if Billy has already gotten a heroic challenge, because that didn't stop them from doing that for Princess of Themyscira. For the Mirror Master has already gotten 2 heroic challenges, and in Mirror Master is a heavy paywall, and he was on the Alliance shop and stuff like that. And they have also repeated who it was. Well, Firestorm. Firestorm now has gotten the second event, but he was the second ever guy to ever get a heroic challenge. And he had already gotten one of the heroic challenge 2.0 where you got 165 or 195 shards, but that wasn't enough to get him to legendary anyways from the event. What am I forgetting? Who? I think Black Canary has gotten 2 heroic challenges. Anyways, but that was it. Completely doable. You don't need legendary. So this is really cool for newbies. The assaults, these heroic challenges with restricted lists, are pretty awesome for newbies. Obviously, if you started last month, you are not going to have enough characters. Sorry, to finish this event, even on normal. But you can at least unlock the character Firestorm, and it's pretty cool. You might even get him to rank 2 or 3, and believe me, that's enough. Having more ranks is good, but just having them unlocked for the Alliance missions, because Firestorm being a paywall, it's more likely to be a 2-pointer. So it's cool if you have him unlocked. So that's all for this video. I thank you all for your time. I've been enjoying tremendously the response, the amount of views I'm getting. So I will try to make the content more engaging. I try to be long-winded because I have many things in my mind that if I posted them on Reddit would be gigantic walls of text, and writing on the cell phone is just a pain in the butt. So it's best if I actually showcase what I'm talking about. I have been not a promoter, but I have stated in the past and caught flack for that, for saying that this game is too easy and is very forgiving with new players. And this is the reason I say that, because Gear 7 and 8, it's really not that difficult. I mean, I have already bought today 2 packs of energy for this account because I wanted to do the hero challenge and I wanted to do the assault and I wanted to do some of the heroic nodes for my 30 heroics missions. So that's 1000 gold, and I have already done all of that because I don't have the time. I cannot time it in such a way that the energy regenerates enough to do everything that I have to do, but it can be done without using gold. You just have to choose if you want one or the other. But considering that for 500 gold, I got like 150 or something shards from this event, I think it's a way better offer than what they give you at the shop. So I'm interested to see who the next assault is going to be the next month, because at least for veterans, these are events for veterans or for people that has been playing for some time. So they are a very fast, very cheap way of finishing your characters. And if you're capable of doing both versions of the event, if you start with 0 shards, you end up with a legendary 3 character for 1000 gold. That's an offer. That's a price that's worth the price and the effort. So we'll be seeing each other next month, next week, when the Jay Garrick event starts. I'm gonna stop with this for a bit because of that. There's nothing to do through the rest of the month except showcasing to you my ranking on the showdown arena, and I'm going to walk away as a newbie with level 40 toons, with a rank 4 Kid Flash and a rank 5 Firestorm for free using the gold that I get. And if you see my account, this account with very few gold, it's not because I'm spending it all. It's because since I haven't logged in, I miss it for 3 months straight. These 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 gold prices, I miss them. I don't have them, so I will be saving up. So I'm gonna keep playing this account throughout the entire next month just to see how it performs. And as you can see, I have essence to spare, I have legendary essence to spare, and my characters are all reaching, almost everybody, to level 40, and all the characters that you see on this screen have at least full gear 7. So this is now my core group for red alerts and for events. So it's perfectly playable. I don't score a lot on Alliance days, but it's perfectly playable for any new player. I will be generous and say that I have been playing for 3 or 4 months. But you can actually get to this point within 1 month of playing. You are going to be broke, you are not going to have any gold at all to buy shards for the second month. But you will have a roster capable of tackling red alerts every day and doing most of the monthly events, and start getting from the second month in. The first month you're going to get a legendary 1 character, guaranteed. And starting from your second month of play, you are going to start getting legendary 2 and legendary 3 characters depending on how you park your characters. I will push for level 50 gear 9 after the second month and stay there until you have at least 25 million green essence saved. So you can actually then farm a lot of materials, tackle the 5th node of the material events and the rings to start getting life and death rings on the onset of the 3rd or 4th month. And then you will bring a core of 6 characters to gear 10 all at once. And then a couple of months later, like around the 7th or 8th month, I will save until you have some 45 million essence. And then I will bring those exact same 6 characters or better characters that you accrue along the way to gear 11. So you can actually do these legendary sites and everything becomes easier for you, even PvP. I just don't do PvP anymore because it's boring for me. Anyways, thank you all for your time. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, or comment on the Reddit post where I share the video, just so I can have feedback about how to improve this channel specifically for DC layers. Without anything else to say for today, I'm Suthonan. This was the Daily Grind. This was DC Layers. See you again next time, and in the meantime, keep grinding on.